This has cool music too, and it's a gravity controller. I really like this boss, even though it's scary. And yeah, the point is your brand new spiffy plasma beam is used to take it out because gravity makes missiles not work. But it's already done with that form. Has a lot less hit points than I remember. Anyway, oh my god, it's an organic thing under there. Luckily, I have missiles to shoot at it. And this is the part that really dicks me out, because he just sort of floats around trying to estimate your position like an X-Parasite or something. And then eventually he goes back to his slow flying strategy, and wow, I am doing this professionally. I'm impressed with myself. That was the boss. That was what I still think might be the hardest boss in the game. It's done. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. Please hold your applause until the end of the film. And that's not going to fit in 2 parts, but hey everyone, welcome to part 17, maybe? I don't know my parts off the top of my head, but thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, even though this is the start of the video. Well, if you just stumbled onto this video, you may be wondering, what's going on here? I was looking for football videos. Well, I just beat Nightamre, and I just absorbed a Core X. How's that for your football watcher of LPs? Anyway, now I'm a pretty purple and green. Those are pretty cool colors. I like the gravity suit in this game. It's pretty. And I also like the gravity suit concept. I mentioned this like way back when at the start of this LP, but I always like the Metroid games for giving you a gravity suit and basically saying, okay, you've played this game well enough. You've bared with us. There's been some water physics, and we could have done better than that. We're sorry. No more water physics. They're done. They're done. You can fly, and there's no more water physics. That was low of us to not have those be just in the game from the first place, but here you go. Hopefully you feel good about these, okay? Sorry for any inconvenience we might have caused. And oh boy, we get to go to Wet World, which is in fact blue. Amazing, amazing. I hope you guys aren't too shocked. Don't be shocked in water, guys. You might get electrocuted. I actually think this is pretty good commentary. Sort of. Not what I was expecting. I haven't LP'd by myself in quite some time. It's always been with Ice or with my LP crew. I should go back to it. There are a few people who like it, and it's sort of relaxing. It's not a social experience anymore. It's just a chilling out with my best friend video games. Anyway, secret area of Aqua that's actually underwater instead of dumb, with scary fish in small tanks. I feel bad for Ceres. Oh my gosh, that's like part of the social commentary in this game. They had Ceres in like a really tiny tank. It makes me upset. Poor guy. Poor little guy. Oh my gosh, I'm sad now. You guys don't even remember, but Ceres was a little guy, and he was in a tank that was barely the width of his butt, and oh my gosh, it's no wonder I'm blowing up their spaceship. I hate those Axum Rangers or whatever they're called. But come on, come on. Oh my gosh, no you don't. You're trying to become a big fish on me. That was not a very nice thing to do. If the X-Parasites can regenerate their hosts, how did they not already have the universe taken over as soon as they bloodily evolved? Oh my gosh, seriously. There might be something up there, and it's really not in my interests right now to find out if there is. Sorry if you're a bit of a exploring buff. I know a lot of Metroid fans are. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I will in fact do this in a dumb order because I'm going to be back here anyway, but yeah, what's in here you say? Well, let's find out, baby, tonight, when I get close to you. Why aren't you collecting those X-Parasites, Mr. Cthulhu? You may say, well, if you'd hold on for a second, maybe you'd find out. I'm trying to make those orange things appear, or gold things appear, so I can do that. And now the door is open. That's actually an interesting mechanic. A couple times in this game you have to spawn enemies just so they can open up a door that wants you to kill special enemies to kill. Anyway, energy tank. I think this is as many energy tanks as I had the end of the last playthrough I did. So, I don't know if there are going to be any more I find. If there are, cool. If there aren't, cool. This is more than enough to be the game. 1 is more than enough to be the game, of course. Only amount that you really couldn't beat the game with is 0. I can't think of many times where you're forced to take damage except once, where it's just you're forced to take 1 damage. Anyway, secret there. That sort of confused me the first time I was doing this in a while, but This area I'm not too fond of because it thinks that level design in mazes just count as going through walls. It's not hard. There's not a whole lot of places you could go, but not the best. They should have marked it a little more cleverly. I guess there's a little worm there. Anyway, security room. Nobody told me to break a security door, but I sort of need to get back, to be honest. I don't know. I think they could see that. I wonder what happens if you try to get back without... Could you get back after beating Nightmare? I don't think you could. Who know? Anyway, Samus is just sort of operating on her own free will here. Or determinism here. Whatever floats your boat. Another missile tank coming up on the other side, sort of a mirror of the first one. Mermaid, Space Pirate, you are the kawaii enemy in a Metroid game. Oh my gosh. All these tunnels are breakable as a reference to Aqueous, I think, in Super Metroid. I always hated that level because it was hard to go around in. Super Metroid, like, didn't even hold your hand enough. Oh my gosh, I was really sucky at that game. Sucky is a professional word for bad. Only cool kids say it. Not just 12-year-olds. Who am I kidding? A lot of 12-year-olds are probably okay guys and watch my video. Who even cares anymore? I don't. I think this seahorse is sort of a reference to the dragon boss and Dragon boss in Super Metroid, but I may be just being a big retard too, so don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. You could have gotten a thing in there, I think oh wait, no, there's not a thing in there, and that's what threw me off, because I expected you to, because the other rooms that look like that you could. But Metroid is not a one-trick pony. Ta, that is. Anyway, this part confused me for a while too, because I remembered you needed a special upgrade to freeze those guys to get past them, but that one you don't need the special upgrade to get. So, yeah. I think I need to build up a run here. No, I don't. I'm not sure what I need to do. I think the screw attack might be able to pop those guys. Let's see. Oh, I can't even get past there. Oh my. Oh golly. Oh gee. But what do I do? No, now that I'm on this side, I can just bomb that, and I knew I needed to build up a speed for something. I just retarded and forgot. Cool. You guys know me. You forgive me for being retarded sometimes. I know you. Hugs. That's all I have to say on the matter. We're bros. We're bros. And let's do this part with style and grace and a funny face. That's actually the first time I managed to do that properly. It's sort of cool. And somebody please explain what is that for? Why would you want to do that? There's nothing else in this area, is there? No, there isn't. I mean, there's probably a secret passage or something I missed, but it still seems sort of weird. I don't know. Pretty tricky. Especially because you can't really pop them at all, ever. I think, actually, I'll use, yeah, see, I did that first part in style, so I need to do the rest of the part in horrible shame to make up for it. I was getting embarrassed there for a second. You might think I was actually competent. Also, yeah, close by X-Parasites home in onto your power bombs. That's pretty cool. You know what? Heck it, I'm going to test it out. I'm gonna maybe get a bonus I haven't seen in a while. I mean, I did 100% this game once, so I have seen it at some point in my life, but I'm gonna check that out, head back, get a stern talking to, and we'll be done with this recording session, I believe. Maybe I'll just make this go another 10 minutes, who can say. Not sure how the timing is going to work out, but anyway, this is what my new power-up does. Before using it formally, I'm going to show it this way. It's basically a power bomb except missile. That's what the super missile is. That's actually a very bad description of it, but I think you've figured out what it did. You basically get to charge your missile and do a giant explosion. This has never returned, and I'm sort of sad about that because I liked it. Okay, let's see what's up here then. I'm suspicious. And what's the point? Oh, hey. That was weird music. What's this? Oh, 4 to 6. That is cool. That is tricky. I like that. Did I just sequence break in a Metroid game? Oh, nope, I didn't. Well, that's cool, but oh my gosh, why would you do that to me? You're so... Oh, the reason isn't to show off your new diffusion missiles. It's because you'd be coming back there from there. Okay, I'm sorry for wasting everyone's time on that, but it was bugging me. I'm sorry. That was low of me. I'll do better next time, I promise. Anyway, what could we do with our promising new missiles that isn't backwards sequence breaking to something I can't sequence break yet, which isn't even sequence breaking? Piga. Ooh. That is my thoughts on this recording session, guys. Actually, I just recently learned that diffusion missiles, diffuse and break all missiles in the area. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna save here. I'll get a Stern Talking To next time. Not really emotionally ready for it yet, but thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my Stern Talking To.